Hello again, everyone. Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room this morning. We are going to be using the Daisy Delight stamp set in a completely different way. I made a little planter. I found this wire in my craft room, and it's just kind of spindled around here, so it's curled. And so what I did was I put my flowers on springs. I made little springs. Aren't they adorable? I got this planter at the Dollar Tree just for $1. This is some of the moss that I have in my craft room, and I got it at Joann's. And let me lift this camera up so you can see the flowers that I'm making. I had to stop. I'm going to fill this up, but I had to stop and just make a video with the last one with you guys. Aren't they beautiful? I used Berry Burst, lemon lime, the lemon lime twist, Tranquil Tide, and the powder pink. And then I used our beautiful faceted gems right here, our new faceted gems, to go on in the middle after I stamped that with some crumb cake in the inside of the flower. We're going to make a fresh fig flower together, but I wanted to lift this camera up so you could see my planter. I love it. I'm going to fill it up, but I had, like I said, I had to stop and get in here and start to just at least do a flower with you guys. So these are photopolymer. So you want to bring in your mat, and I've got my fresh fig right here. And we're going to use tone on tone, so I'm going to use my fresh fig full strength. I've got a piece of fresh fig here, and I had a most fantastic customer tell me, or a viewer, I can't remember if it was a customer or a viewer, but thank you very much, that what you do with this stamp set, it's north to south, lines up just like the punch, north to south, okay? So, you know, don't turn it like this to where your leaves are off. It has to be top to bottom. So I thought that was a great way to explain it. So of course I pass all these fantastic ideas from other demonstrators or customers along to you guys when it is absolutely necessary, because then you line this up in just a hot minute. So let's ink this up. A fresh fig is such a bold color. And again, I'm north to south right here, okay? I'm gonna stamp that. Beautiful. Then I'm going to turn my paper, ink that up, and again, north to south. And stamp. This is just so much fun. Okay, I'm going to remove my little foam mat, and let me get this is the Daisy Punch, so it orientates immediately north to south, and you just kind of move it around to get your nice border in there. Okay, take your time, and I kind of squeeze my punch down just a little bit to hold it, and then I can even move it around from there. So there's one, and we're going to move this around because we punched it the other way, and again north to south. As you can see, it lines up fairly quickly. Love it. There we go. Now, what we're going to do with the rest of this paper right here is just take a 1-inch circle punch and punch out a 1-inch circle. We're going to use that for the back. Okay? Let me close this up and get it all over my fingers. Let me bring my crumb cake in, and you just have to, I took this little, it's kind of the middle of the flower, this one right here, the one that's kind of speckled. I used that one, and I used some crumb cake, and you just have to do this on one of the flowers, because you're going to layer them. So that gives you a nice center, okay? Just like that. So we'll close that up. Let's get our Tombow out. And on this one where you did not do the center, you want to just add a little Tombow there. And offset your leaves. And with Tombow, you have that nice wiggle room. And now you get a really nice full flower. Isn't that pretty? Now you can leave it flat. You can curl it up with your bone folder. I take my little pokey tool and I'll curl those petals up just a little bit on this one. I did some down on the other one. I did some up. I did some half and half. So then I'm going to bring my wire in and unroll a little bit of it. And you know, you can buy this straight. This is just something that I had in the craft room and I thought, well, I'll just use it up. So what I did was right here at the tip, I just bend it right around my thumb, seems to be the perfect width, okay, to where you get like a hook. Okay, and you might want to bend that out just a little bit. It's like a hook, okay? This part, whether I wanted a tall flower or a short flower, I took the cylinder from my pokey tool and I just wrapped as much wire as I wanted around this, like to make a spring, okay? And I unrolled enough to where, you know, I might want a taller flower with this one. So I pull this off. And I have a little spring. Just fun. Fun in the craft room today, guys. And then I just take a little wire cutter. This is from my Zutter. That's a machine that if you make scrapbooks, it binds it together. So here you have this little pigtail. And I kind of bend this down to where it'll go into the planter. And then bend this one up to where then it will receive the flower. Okay? So that it looks something like that. And when you get it in there, you can move it around and manipulate it and bend it any way you want. Now I have these larger glue dots from a Paper Pumpkin project. And if you're going to use the regular size glue dots, I would suggest to use 2. Okay, and then I'm bring my circle in. I'm going to use another glue dot. No big deal. You guys could use 2, or if you have these left over from the Paper Pumpkin that you've subscribed to, they're great to use. I'm going to use a little Tombow also around here because we really want it to hold. Then I'm going to take this little neck that I made here that went, you know, like I showed you, around my thumb, okay? And I'm going to place it on the flower, kind of flat. And then I'm going to take my little circle here and I'm going to flip that over, pull this up, and make the back. Okay, very, very simple to hook it in here. I know some people have been doing like punching holes in this and that. I just did it like this because it's not like this is going to take a whole lot of abuse, you know, once you get your little garden made. So now wherever I want my flower to bend, I can do that. And so I bent it down like that. Let me bring in, oh, this is so cute. Here's my planter. And this one I'm just going to place right here. What I have under here is just some styrofoam. See that? What I did was I took this planter right here and I turned it upside down on a piece of flat styrofoam and I cut it out 1/4 inch in so that it would sit down in it. And then I just put some moss in it that I had gotten at Joann's. And I'm just going to take my little wire and stick it in there and manipulate my little flower around to where, look how cute, adorable. Okay, then I'm going to take a faceted gem and I'm going to use the smaller one. If I didn't stamp that in the middle, I would have used a full-size big one, but I wanted to stamp it also. And I'm going to place my gold faceted gem right there. And it really makes this project. Look at these little flowers. Look how beautiful they are all together. Isn't that cute? Let me see if I can pull these all together for you guys. Right there. That's so much fun. Thanks for watching my video. Remember, if you order $25 in product from me this month, you get a free card kit. You get a card this month, along then with a little crate, and I'm featuring the Daisy Punch. As you can see, I'm wild about this punch. How much fun can this be? Remember, no stamped images, but you do get all the embellishments, and the card does come with an envelope. Please watch the video at the end of this one. I'm so happy that you guys could be with me today to make my little planter. Let me raise the camera up again. Here we go. Isn't that cute? Well, you guys know what I'm going to be doing in the craft room today. Making more of these and filling this in. Thanks again for watching. Have a great happy crafting day. Please visit my website at stampinginthevalley.com. Click on the big blue button and place your online order.